Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited that all of you are joining me today. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Casey. And if this isn't your first time here, as you can obviously see, I'm taking my channel in a, I would say, slightly different direction, but it's a totally different direction here. Let's be real. I'm turning my fan off because it's always really loud, and my AC is also going, but if I don't have the AC on, I'm going to literally die. Anyways, I am building a starter home here in The Sims. I built it in Willow Creek, and it's on a 20 by 15 lot. I definitely struggled at first with trying to figure out how I wanted it to look. This is figuring out how I want it to look, figuring out the layout, and figuring out the freaking roof is the hardest thing for me. I hate doing those three things. But I think the layout is pretty okay. I wish it was slightly bigger, but you win some, you lose some, I guess. And I'm also so used to spending so much money in The Sims. Or, my bad, simoleons. I'm used to spending so many simoleons in The Sims that it was kind of hard for me to keep it on a starter home budget. It ended up being 18,491 simoleons. So, have fun moving your Sims into this and having $9 to last you until payday. But I think for a starter home, I think it turned out pretty decent. Watching it back and editing it and everything, I'm realizing that there's a lot of things I would have changed, but we'll get into that later. Going into this, I was originally thinking it was going to be a house for like parents and a toddler. So I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna expand the bathroom, which is that little L-shaped tiny room that I was just playing with. And because you need a bathtub to bathe the toddlers, but that ended up changing, and I ended up using the university shower that you just slap on the wall, but we'll get there. I used either 3 or 4 packs in this. I know I used university, I know I used seasons, and I know I used parenthood. At first I was going to try not to use seasons, but I absolutely love the doors and the windows in seasons. That is a seasons door. So I decided to go ahead and use seasons. Plus it gave me a little bit more to play with when it came to decorating that actual house, which again was so hard for me. On to the kitchen. Those are parenthood cabinets. Those are some of my favorite cabinets. Whenever I'm making like a little family home, I 9 out of 10 times will use that cabinet, and I will normally use a more expensive fridge, but again, this is I'm trying to make a starter home here, guys, and I struggled a lot. I also forgot a trash can in the kitchen, but I remembered toilet paper in the bathroom, so at least I remembered toilet paper. You just throw the trash on the floor. Just throw the trash on the floor. My allergies have been so bad. Totally off topic, but my allergies have been sad. Sad? Yeah, sad. Onto the bathroom. That's kind of what we're working with right now. As I told you guys, I ended up using the university shower that you just throw on the wall. And just kind of, at this point, I'm kind of just throwing things down to figure out if they'll fit or not. Making sure they'll fit. Death. After I decided that I didn't want a toddler in the house, in that front bedroom, I wanted to do a teenager bedroom, but then I wanted a laptop and everything, and that is not really in starter home budget, so I ended up just going with a kid's room in that room. I struggled a lot with the windows in this. Okay, so I just died a little bit because I was coughing because my room is really hot, so I turned my fan on. If it's annoying, I'm so sorry. But I struggled with the windows in this. On that wall, I struggled so much because I wanted windows on that wall. I thought that it looked a little bland and boring without windows, but it was just, it just didn't look right with where the fridge was and where I ended up putting the TV. So I ended up taking the windows off of that room. Guys, I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if you played The Sims 3, but in The Sims 3, there was a option to auto roof your house. So you didn't have to do what I was doing right here and struggle a lot with the roofing. I hate putting roofs on houses or building. And I just hate roofs. Because looking at this now, I could have done this so much better, but it's fine. But my point is I suck at roofs. The roof in this house sucks. I'm so sorry. But that's what you get when you would always use the auto roof button thingy in The Sims. Onto the exterior of the house. I wanted to make it a little bit fun. I didn't want it all to be the same color, and I definitely struggled with the color that I wanted it to be. I ended up going with the blue color. I don't remember, it was one of the darker blues. Not that blue. I think it's the next blue I choose. Just kidding. That blue. I ended up sticking with that blue because I don't know, it was a nice dark blue. And I wanted the door to be kind of fun. I wanted it to be like a little like accent. So I ended up adding some brick, and later on I go in and I add some columns in. And I kind of wish I had put columns up against where the siding meets the brick, because when I was looking at the screenshots I took, it looked a little bit weird. But columns are expensive in The Sims, so we're just going to stick with the two corners that I put them on and call it a day. Because again, we're trying to make a starter home here. We don't have a bunch of money. We don't have all the money in the world that we can spend. I also hate trying to find fences, yeah, those are fences. I hate trying to find fences to go around patios and decks and everything, because I always feel like they look so dumb and I can never find one that looks well. As you can see here, I am struggling to play with the windows because I wanted the TV pretty much right where that window on the right is. So we're going to play with that some more, and then we're going to end up just deleting them and having no windows on that wall at all, because I hated it. I hated the way it looked with the TV. See, look, bye-bye windows. We don't want you. And then now we're moving on to actually decorating the inside of the house. Now when it comes to decorations for the inside of the house, I would have chosen more expensive items. I would have chosen a lot more items, but again, we're trying to keep this on the starter home budget here. I tried to keep kind of the same colors. There's not very many decorations when it comes to like wall decor and everything. I did throw a couple of rugs down here in a little bit. They're not my favorite rugs, but that's because my favorite rug, I think my favorite rug is in Tiny Living, which I was trying not to use in this pack. So, you win some, you lose some, right? Anyways, on to the walls. The very bland and boring walls. I kind of hate the bathroom color walls that I ended up going with, but you know what, it's fine. It's too late for me to go back and change it now. So I ended up going with a lighter flooring. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just liked the lighter flooring. I cannot speak. I liked the lighter flooring in this house. So that's what we ended up going with. And then I think this is the point where I start decorating the kids' room. I'm pretty sure. What am I going to decorate here? I'm 90% sure it's the kids' bedroom. And I wanted, if it was up to me and I had $1 million that I could have spent on this, I would have put more things in the kids' bedroom. But again, starter home budget. We're balling on a budget here, guys. So I played with it a little bit. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I like to do this thing where with a decent amount of my rooms, I'll just take all of the items that I want and then I'll just slap them into the room, and then I'll do what I'm doing here and just totally rearrange it. And I don't know, 9 out of 10 times it works, because then I'm not scrolling through all of the items, putting one down, figuring out where I wanted to go, and then having to redecorate all of it later. There's that toilet paper that I didn't forget, but I forgot the trash can in the kitchen, so throw your trash on the floor, guys. I don't know about y'all, but here in Texas, totally off topic, it has been so hot. I think today let's see what it is here today. It's like 90 degrees outside, and it has been for like 2 months. Just kidding, I'm a liar. It's 87 right now, but it feels like 88. And next week is apparently going to be in the 80s, but I kid you not, last week, I think we had like 102 for one of the days. I don't know. Here I am playing with the bathroom. I like to have some kind of divider when I use that shower, and there's one that I normally use that I absolutely adore, but it was in a different pack and I was not going to go on the hunt to find it. So I ended up doing this window and a half wall thing. I don't know if I like it or not. A part of me likes it, but it's also not my favorite thing in the world. But I don't hate it. But again, it's not my favorite thing in the world. On to the rugs. Again, the rugs that I really wanted to use were not in these like 3 or 4 packs I was using, which I was so upset about because I hate all of the base game rugs, which in most of the games, or in most of the packs that I had, the rugs just sucked. They were not good. So I kind of wish I had stuck with that carpet, the black and white one, with the fun little design, but I ended up going with this square one with the outline, that one right there. I ended up sticking with that, which I'm kind of regretting now because I don't know, it looks so much like the other one that's in the entryway, and I just kind of wish that I had put more color in this house, but whatever. I didn't have the money for a million things. At this point, I am down to about 600 simoleons, and I was like, crap, I need to decorate outside. So I ended up just using debugged trees and plants and stuff for this. I ended up just sizing down that tree like a million times and putting it all over the yard. So, oops. I hated that wall because there were no windows, so I wanted to hide it with trees. And my video also cut out, so I don't really know where I left off in the video. We're just going to kind of hope for the best here. Anyways, we're hiding that wall with some trees, and we are playing with the back a little bit. This part, I saw that, and every now and then, like I said in the bathroom, I like to have a divider there, and I wanted to see how it would look with this plant. I hated it, so we didn't go with that. We put it back to the window thing, which I still don't know if I like it or not. It's different, so I kind of like the fact that it's different, but I also don't like it. Also, I don't know if y'all experience this when you've played The Sims and tried to build, but plants like to hop up onto where the foundation is, and it's highly annoying because I want to put plants right up against the house, but I can't because they hop up onto the foundation level, and it's annoying. I also am hoping that these plants look okay when it's like spring. I don't know what season I was building this in, but when we'll say springtime and all the trees and the leaves and the grass grows back, I'm hoping that it all looks okay color-wise because they were all dead, so I didn't know how they looked. And then I want to say at this point, after I do some terrain paint, we just go back inside and we just add in little decorations here and there. I thought that the walls looked bland, so I wanted to add in a tiny bit more. Oh no, we added a tiny bit into the back because the backyard looked bland too. I wanted to add a swing set in, but those were expensive and was going to slurp out the rest of my money. So we ended up not doing that. We just threw a bike in there. And now we're going back inside for the last couple of decorations. All of the paintings that I wanted weren't in these like 3 or 4 packs, so we just threw flowers everywhere. Not everywhere. I think I added in that plant, which ends up changing, and then I just added some like little miscellaneous things here and there. So that's what we did. I still hate those rugs. I don't mind the front entryway one, but I kind of hate the living room one. Looking back on this, there's a lot of things that I would have changed. And now I'm like, I should have done that differently. But you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. I can't go back and change it now. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Anyways, I also think that the kitchen looks a little bit bland. I ended up putting that plant there instead of the little tree. And at this point, I was at 79 simoleons. I just wanted to add in a couple little things here and there because I, again, thought it was really bland and boring and I hated it. So I just added in some little random decorations here and there. Anyways, that brings us to the house being done. Hopping into it, there is the entryway. We have our little shoes. We have our backpack. We have our rug that I don't necessarily hate. Wish I threw some pictures up there. We have our living room with our TV that I sized up, our kitchen that looks really bland and open, like really open. I wish I put an island in there, but we're balling on a budget. We have the bathroom, which I did a terrible job getting the angles with. Again, still don't know if I like that mirror thing. We have the parents' bedroom, which looks a little bit boring. And then lastly, we have the kids' bedroom, which I think looks the most decorated out of all of the bedrooms. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope that all of you enjoyed watching me build this. It is a starter home. I will have it up on the gallery. I'll have it linked down below. I'll try and remember to put that there. I hope that all of you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a great big thumbs up, like and comment the video, and I will see all of y'all next time. Bye!